There is no need to rush. I don't know who this is for, but let me introduce myself. Hi, I am SGL, Spiritual Guide in Life. Welcome. Let's get back to the reading. This is a fire energy. To be specific, Aries energy, foundation energy, and Aries. I could not shake your message. Like normally I could release your next 72s and go on about my business. Something about caregiving, something about trust, something about memories. There is something about, I want to put it into words. It's like a cleansing. And if those specific words resonated with you and you know what that means, I'm so happy that you got your confirmation. I was hearing Paula Abdul's song, Rush, and I don't even know if those are the exact words, if it's just rush, rush, ooh, what you do to me. That came to me. I was like, what is going on? Because in your next 72, let me just give you a little brief. The overall energy period for Aries energy, fire energy, is literally no need to rush. However that resonates with you, that's what the message is regarding. Okay? We're not going to sit here and try to connect the dots. Okay, what does not need to be rushed? Looking at your spread, you have to be patient with someone. It could be an elder. Like I said, Aries, there were some of you are taking on responsibilities, and you're in no rush to take that responsibility to take care of an elder because you haven't healed from your childhood memories with this specific elder. Or it's the opposite. You had good memories with this elder and they are older now, and since them being older, there is some timeline where it's time stamped where this elder didn't treat you like they did as a child. So you have no interest of dealing with this older person. That was one of the messages that it was just hard for me to explain in the next 72 because I was being compacted with so many messages all at once. But my fire sign, also pertaining to cleansing, whether this is your lifestyle, there is something where you're going to have to trust the process and get out of logic and allow your feminine energy to be at the forefront, and you're going to have to put your masculine energy on the back burner. And it doesn't have to be the back burner, but it's just kind of like tone your masculine energy down. Okay? When I said that, it was giving me, Aries, you're wanting someone to you're giving someone an opportunity to dominate. Okay? Your overall direction in your next 72 was the King of Pentacles, and I was giving serving. You place yourself where it fits. Someone is serving someone, and someone is taking their time. Literally. There's also someone that is being stubborn. I'm going to say it. And it's like you're wanting to have a conversation with someone. It's like a follow-up, like, hey, how you been doing? You've been on my mind type energy. And there's this masculine energy where it's like, hey, shoot, if they don't call me, they don't call me. I'm not going to. And if you don't call, you're not going to get the call because they're the same way. If you don't call them, they're not going to go out of their way to call you. So it's like, why lose an opportunity to open something just because two people are being stubborn. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be family. This could be an older person that's saying, you know, you're the only person that they trust, that they know that you're going to take care of them the right way. And they don't have to fear. They can really trust you. And they want to put their lives in your hands. And they know, despite of anything of to agree to disagree or whatever they've done to hurt your feelings, they know that you would not harm them in any kind of way. You would make sure that they were taken care of. I don't know who that's for, but that's why it's very important to be mindful how you treat people, because you never know when you're going to need them. And what's rocking the foundation is someone was divinely guided to tell a family member to stop doing what they were doing, and the person refused. Okay, now that ain't none of my business. I'm just delivering the message. Okay. Stand your ground is at the back end of that. That did come out in your extended spread. Okay. It was for you to stand your ground. You have stayed on course. No one is perfect, but meaning you are obedient, right? To the messages that you're receiving. You were brave and you were obedient. And now you are starting to see things play out. And the things that you are seeing play out could pull on your heartstrings, where you're like, you know what, I don't want someone to experience that. And you're being guided to continue to allow it to play out. It is not to allow someone to hurt. It's they receive warning. Okay? And they didn't listen. All right, there is an Aries way in the back with their hand raised up, and they're saying, you know what, there's someone that I overlooked, and would they forgive me? Would they give me a second chance? Would they believe that I'm not that person that, you know, hurt their feelings or push them away? You're going to have to reach out to them. I was just saying, Aries, there is stubborn energy. You got to reach out. Okay, if you're admitting that you played a role, thank you. You played a part, right? And you're saying like, yeah, you know, okay, do what you got to do. I mean, that's what they say. You know what? If you don't ask, whether if it's a yes or no, you know, keep asking until you get a yes. So, Aries, I love you. There's no need to dig for something when you don't have to rush. I really feel like everything is unfolding the way that it's supposed to. Meaning you don't have to look. Just continue to move forward and continue to be the best version that you can be. And some of you, I'm just going to have to say it. You're just going to have to say screw family and friends, and you're going to have to call one of those 1-800 hotlines, and you're going to have to talk to a stranger, because that stranger is going to cheer you on. They're going to stay on the phone. They get paid to stay on the phone. For the most part, they're volunteering. They're saying, we care. I've experienced this situation, and I don't want anyone to feel alone. You got to call one of them 1-800 numbers. Because you need to be cheered on 24/7, 7 days a week. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you're not getting it from where you seek it from. Okay? You're going to need to go get you a counselor. This is an advisory. You don't have to listen to me. But you're going to have to take the services that are willing to continue to say, come on, Aries, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Or this is you find yourself telling somebody like, yo, I'm here for you. Bruh, I'm here for you, babe. I'm here for you, lovely, my angel. Listen, I am here, but, you know, sometimes I need to encourage myself. You better call one of them 1-800 help me. And I'm not even being funny. You're just gonna have to be blunt like that. But I'm really seeing that some of you Aries, you got a soft spot in the center of your heart, in the center of your chest. You feel it. You feel it. You are being pulled. Someone is pulling on you. Some of you Aries, your overall perspectives was lasting love. It was inverted with what was it with what was it with? No, because you also, I can't remember. That was on the side. But you had the channeling and you had the talesman inverted. Okay, so some of y'all is being daredevil. Some of you guys are I don't care. You might get triggered. You're playing with dark magic, okay? And I don't know how to explain to you when I say dark magic, because it could be the simplest thing, meaning sex magic, but you're doing it in a dark way. I don't know how to explain that. So some of you are dabbling in dark arts and don't even know that that's what you're doing. Okay? So there is no need for you to rush something that you are. It's like you're already there. OMG! That's what it is. What you seek is already there. It's there. You just have to. If I had, oh my goodness, this is the part where it's like, okay, just give me the answers to the answer key and, let me pass the course. No, you already passed. So what's the rush? I'm sorry, it jumped from one thing to the other because obviously I was not supposed to discuss that with you. Because it has something to do with your foundations, okay? Just because your foundation is being rocked, it does not mean pack up your bags and go. Find out what is disturbing your foundation. I don't know. You're the first house, Aries. You are the first impression, okay? You are the first one that, how where it's like, let's say it's 12 of us because it's 12 houses, right? You know how someone goes, I'll go first. So everyone, all the 11 people, right? We're watching the first one that goes and we're like, okay, that's how they did it. Okay, they did good. But this person was optimistic, daredeviling, and said, F it, I'm going to try this. I'm nervous, hey, whatever. I'm going to do it. So the first person go. Now the second person go, but ain't nobody talking about it. The second person is actually taking hints and cues from you, Aries, because you went first. So it's not just that they're trying to do it better than you. They're like, okay, you helped, the nervousness be released from everyone else. So you're very, very important. So when we get down to the 12th house, the 12th person, it should be down packed, and now they had 11 chances to see things play out on how others would go about something in their presentation. So with you, Aries, take your time. There is no need for you to rush. You could set a date. You could set a time. Set motion. Yeah. Set motion. And I'm not just ramble. Okay, I'm not gonna ramble here. But what I will say, Aries, I will say that your energy has been pulling on me to reach out to an Aries. And I'm going to be honest with you. Now, all Aries you may have things in common, but it does not mean you are all the same. Because sometimes you could be in another zodiac's energy and not in your own. But the experience that I had with the Aries, it was a very dominant masculine energy. Very self-centered, definitely had wonderful leadership skills, definitely a musician, in pertaining to being able to manipulate realms and people and getting people to do what they want them to do, okay? And I'm speaking of the tarot, the musician, meaning you have everything that you need to get done what you need, but it's all about what kind of musician are you going to be, right? Are you going to be a light or a dark musician? Are you going to balance it out and merge the two? And how I can explain that is kind of like, you know how Aries, you do things unapologetically, like F them, I don't care what nobody thinks. That's your shadow energy. So I'm not saying, oh, you merge darkness with light and you just, no, it's deeper than that. And it takes time, especially for my newbies. I don't want you to get lost, baby. Find yourself. Come back. Believe me, me having this conversation, it didn't happen overnight. Okay. When it comes to shadow energy and light. Moving forward, back to you, Aries at the forefront. Sometimes I get irritated when I'm on it and then it just goes away, but I'm embracing it. So this Aries that I know, your energy has been pulling on me to reach out to them, but my higher self is saying no, you don't, and it gives me, it's taking me to your reading where it's like, okay, it's two stubborn people. They want to reach out to each other, but I'm not being stubborn. I just feel like my relationship with this Aries, my voice is not heard. Even though this person is a good person to speak with, they'll have everything the necessary tools, and they operate in feminine energy. And I feel like that feminine energy is when they take the time out to explain, and they're very straightforward, but it's the masculine energy is just too dominant for me, and it's uncomfortable for me. So uncomfortable for me. But moving forward, I don't know what was the reason for me of sharing that, but if your heart is pulling on you to reach out to someone, do it. If you know it's going to make you feel less than, then don't do it. If you know that you know how to control your feelings and you know how to stay in control, then yes, reach out. But I'm not encouraging you to reach out to anyone that's going to cause you to belittle yourself or make you do things that devalue you. And I know we make sacrifices sometimes just to show someone that you want them a part of your life. But during that process, you're going to realize, all right, for those of you who are other zodiac signs and you find yourself dealing with the Aries or you're in Aries energy, you will realize how important you are, and you're going to become less attractive to that energy, that downplay energy. You're going to find yourself speaking up for yourself, and for some of you, you verbally cutting someone off is your ultimate triumph. And watch how they shift. Watch how they deliver what you had wanted. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's family, friends, romantic. It's like your foundation is so strong. And for some of you, it's becoming stronger that you're thinking that your foundation is being rocked. And it's just a distraction to get you to walk away from the foundation that you've created that is now solid. Aries, I love you. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. FYI, we do have a YouTube channel. You can go over there. There you will find your individual zodiac sign. Aries, I already released your next 72, which is no need to rush. And I think it's like not even 20 minutes, 15 minutes. That's why I was guided to come on here, because I felt like it was rushed. So, if you go over there, it'll kind of feel like regurgitated information, but do go over there and support. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. Thank you. And for those of you who showed up, oh, I love you. Thank you so much. And I hope that I'm doing a good job for showing up for you. Let me know what's going on. Be a spiritual guiding light as well. Use the comment sections, share your story, shed your light. This is what this space is for. What else? Make sure you follow the podcast. And I also want to know, for the podcast, what platforms are you listening to the podcast from? I really want to know that information. Either than that, my Aries, my fire sign. Also, just a little FYI, in the weekly, the Ace of Wands was in reverse. So this could be the lack of interest, all right? Just a tired energy as well. And this could also saying, I release the need of being in control. All right, Aries, I love you dearly. Do not forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is the healthy love that we practice here in the SGL community. Till we meet again, Aries.